What's good, Pride Squad, man? It's your boy JR here, back with another video. And today, man, I needed to address a question that I get on a regular. Since I've had the car cam, it's been some time. I've had rainy days, I've had sunny days. I had the opportunity to, run up on some cars and some people to test out what this thing can really do in different conditions and whatnot, and etc. So I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about my experience, with the cammed RT, answering the good, what's good about it, and also what's bad about it. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about a cammed RT, if you have a cammed RT, and what's been your experience. And go ahead and hit that like button, man, so we can get this information out to more people. Because yes, it is an investment, and it is not cheap. Is not cheap. But so we're gonna go ahead on and get into the nitty-gritty of it. All right, so I'm gonna tell you the good things about it. The great part about having a cam, it's so many good things, I'll be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spit them out. One of the main things about the great parts about having a cam is how it sounds. So you already know how it sounds pretty much. I'm just gonna put it out here and just that part. You really can't beat that sound right there. Even when it's just sitting at idle, the Loban sound is amazing. And basically, when you pull up to somebody, don't nobody know what you have for sure. I mean, you can have whatever emblem. I'm gonna turn this air on because look, it's high, bro. So y'all gonna hear a little bit of in the background, but you can still hear me. Yeah, when you pull up on people, they know that you got something. They at least know that it's a Hemi. They don't know what kind of Hemi. And you can have whatever kind of badge you have on it, but that one modification makes the biggest difference, and people can hardly tell what you've done to it exactly. Because when you have a cam, I feel like a cam is one of those things that when you do it, it opens the door to doing so many other things. So that's just something that you have to consider. When you get this cam, there's going to be a lot of turning heads and questions. People are going to be asking what you have. As far as the actual power that you're putting down, I can't speak for the cam by itself. But if you go to different forums and you ask people that have cams, and if you look at the sheets on paper, it says with the cam you could probably only pick up as low as 20 or 30 horsepower. And that's depending on what kind of cam you have. So it's no real guarantee, that you'll pick up a lot of power. But then again, you have most people who get cams that understand that, and they just get the cam mainly because of how it sounds, how it makes the car sound. And don't get me wrong, I love how it sounds, but to be honest with you, I'm not out here like making millions of dollars to where, I can just I just want to sound fast. Nah, I'm trying to actually make some strides to actually be fast in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So I have a RT, so I'm already having a hard time keeping up with scat packs. I'm at stock. If you have a RT, you're having a hard time keeping up with scat packs. You definitely ain't doing nothing against Hellcats. And if you're talking about other vehicles like that, you might be able to catch them down the line, but you'll be able to catch them down the line, but they're gonna get you off the line. You feel me? So yeah, as far as the power is concerned, you can pick up a little bit. So I mean, that's also good too. But then that's when you have to kind of add on extra things to really make the cam is just one component of the speed. I mean, so like I have the long tube headers, and I also have a tune. I have a TCM and a PCM tune. So you definitely want to make sure that you get all those things, because you can't just throw a cam on and just expect it to run. You got to get all the other stuff done too. Well, at least the tune. You don't necessarily have to get long tube headers, but it will definitely help in the power department. That's just one thing. As far as the sound, it sounds great. As far as the power, it can give you a little extra power. Just when, like right now I'm sitting in the car and everything is just kind of shaking. And that's a beautiful thing to have right there. And that may be enough for some people. And for others, you know, you might want a little extra, so that's why I just told you that a little bit. Another good thing is, as far as the mechanics of it, I've had my car, it's a 2016 RT. I bought it brand new. It only had maybe 30 miles on it or so, and right now I'm sitting at 118,000, almost 119,000 miles, and I didn't get the cam work and stuff done until I was well over 100,000. With the cam work, as far as the reliability is concerned, I haven't had any issues as far as, you know, mechanics go. Now I did have an issue with check engine light and everything, but that wasn't mechanical. That was strictly tune related. You know, the tune wasn't done right on it, so that's what really caused the problem for me. But as far as the reliability, from my experience, I can say that if you get a good cam, like this is a comp cam, custom grind comp cam, if you get a good cam from a reputable company and you have it installed right with a good mechanic, you won't have any reliability issues. And as long as you take care of your car, man, like you have to take care of your car, you know, get your oil changed, get your different fluids swapped out and everything, you know, just go get regular maintenance done on it. Now, I can't speak for Dodge dealerships in particular because I haven't been to one in a minute ever since they kind of messed up my door and everything. Yeah, y'all, if you go back on my channel, you can see where I done had some, she done been through some things since I've had her. But yeah, you got to make sure you keep your fluids and stuff changed. As long as you do your regular maintenance on the car, then you won't have any problems with the cam, you know, as far as mechanics wise. So I can speak for that in saying that it is definitely reliable, and it's a wonderful thing. I am ecstatic. I am so happy and excited at the fact that, you know, I have one of these cars. I have a Hemi, and it's a powerful one too, you know, with the modifications that I've done to it, and it's running really good, and they're not going to be making any more of them after 2023, so I'm definitely going to hold on to it and not get rid of it. Now I want to talk a little bit about the other side of the coin when it comes to a cam. All right, first thing I'll address is obviously the gas. When you get a cam, I have long tube headers, but I mean, even if you just get a cam and you get a different tune put on it, you gotta go from being able to put in, if you did put in 87, which hopefully you didn't, then you're gonna have to switch over to premium 93 if you're, you know, in that part of the country. You're gonna have to start putting premium in it, and you know, gas prices are definitely up right now, so not as bad as they were, but gas prices are up right now, so you're gonna be spending a little bit more. You're gonna be spending a little bit more money on gas. I know a lot of us, you know, in the car community, in this car community anyway, we say, oh, you shouldn't even be driving an RT and you shouldn't be thinking about gas at all. You didn't buy the car, you know, thinking about gas, you know. But let's be honest, if you have a RT or a Scat Pack, hell, even a Hellcat, to be honest with you, they all come with MDS systems for a reason. It breaks it down from 8 to 4 cylinders because we love to drive these cars. I mean, and you don't necessarily want to park it all the time, so they created it so that you can daily drive these cars. But when you get this work done on it, they take the MDS lifters off, so now you're running on all 8 all the time. So you'll definitely be spending more on gas, and I'll be honest, like I'm at 14 miles per gallon right now, and I'm just sitting here with it running, and I already know, you know, by the time I finish this video, it's going to drop down to about 13.7, which is cool. You know, I'm not totally tripping on that because everything for me pretty much is local. But yeah, so you'll have gas that you're going to burn more of. Not only that, like I mentioned before, the great part about having a cam, you have the shaking of the car and everything like that. So that can be a bad thing too, because honestly, the car drives so aggressive all the time. So when I'm just chilling, you know, and I pull up at a light and I'm sitting in drive, like I can put it in drive right now. Let me show you. I don't even think you might be able to see it if you look close enough, but the video is shaking. So when I put it in drive, the shaking is ridiculous. I mean, it's just, you're just sitting here the whole time, like, you know, and it's cool, you know, but you don't always want to necessarily be doing that, you know, when you're riding. Sometimes you just want to just chill and, you know, just vibe out. But so you'll have that to deal with. And then with the TCM tune, the way that it is, it changes aggressively all the time when you're downshifting. When you're downshifting, it shifts, you know, downshifts aggressively. So you always, it's like the car is always positioning itself to move the quickest. And with that, it comes higher RPMs at slower speeds, and you know, it's just always a jolt. You know what I mean? So whenever you're looking to chill, you know, you basically sacrificing that as far as the ride is concerned. So yeah, ride quality, you're definitely gonna sacrifice that when it comes to a cam as well. So that's just something else for you to think about. Okay, and lastly, this is not like a totally huge red flag, but I can only go based off of my experience. So depending on what part of the country you're living in, you may not have people who work on Mopars like that. I live in a part of Georgia where there are really only 2 official dealers or mechanics, you know, or shops that work on Mopars and are good at it. There is Allpar Garage. Shout out to them for who did my install on everything. And then there's Fastlane Performance. Shout out to them because they got me right with my tune. If you do not have the right tune on your car with a cam, and you live in a part of the country where you gotta have emissions, you need to do your research before you get all this work done. Because the last thing that you want to do is be caught in a situation where you got all this work done and you can't pass emissions, and you gotta literally park the car or just try to find a way to, I don't know, you just gotta really be, what's going on here with this lady, man? She came out the gym like she drunk. You definitely need to make sure that you do your research as far as your shop and who you're gonna have working on your car. Make sure you find somebody reputable, because if you don't, then you'll run into those kind of issues where you have everything done and your car sounds great, but then you can't get your tags or can't renew your tags because of emissions. So if you live in a part of the country where you don't have to worry about emissions, then great, good for you, slap it on and go. But also if you do live in a part of the country that you need to get emissions done, please make sure you do your research first so you won't have to go through those issues like I did. You can go back to my channel if you're new to the channel and see all the issues that I had, and hopefully, you know, these issues can be fixed so you can avoid them before you even have those issues. Okay, all right, and last but not least, as far as the cost, I'm gonna link the video up top here so you can see exactly how much I paid to get this work done. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it's not cheap. Unless you just rolling in the dough like that, it's not cheap to get it done. So, and then you have to think about, you know, the sacrifices that you're making to get the work done, and you know how much it's just gonna cost you and everything, and see and weigh out your options. Like, is the amount of power that I'm getting worth the money that I'm spending? Is it gonna sound the way I want it to sound, you know, versus the money that I'm spending and everything? So I can't even remember how much. I think it was almost about $6 grand that I paid to get this done, and that was cam, long tube headers, and a tune. Those are the big three, the big 3 things. And it actually was about $7,000 if you want to count the fact that I had to go to Fastlane for them to get the right tune to put on my car. So yeah, let's just call it $7 grand, and that's with install and everything. So I did get 180 degree thermostat. I did get you know, a new set of lifters and everything, non-MDS lifters and that. I mean, I did get a few other small things, but those are the big 3 things that I got done. Overall though, I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is the fact that it's always so aggressive and it's always loud. Like, if you ever think about creeping, this ain't the car you want. You trying to sneak up on somebody, or you trying to step out or do, you know what I'm saying, whatever, this ain't the car you want. Cold starts are stupid. It's crazy loud all the time. No matter if it's 100 degrees outside or if it's 30 degrees outside, whether you're just sitting here parked in the parking lot with it running, it's always loud. People gonna always know it's you. You're always gonna turn some heads and stuff. So you definitely gotta be prepared for that type of thing. All right, but anyway, man, I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, my thoughts and how my experience has been with having a cam. And I mean, there's so many other things. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you can smash out on some people with the cam, long tube headers, and a tune. I ain't ran up on those scat packs yet that's willing to, you know, even give it a try, to be honest with you. Maybe one day I will. I'm sure I will one day. Y'all probably catch me on the street, and when you do, go on, get your phones out, shoot me a DM, shoot me the video on my IG, link in the description, you know, and I can go and shout you out on the video or whatnot. But anyway, man, so it's your boy JR, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment below, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, man. And this next video is gonna be something I think that you're really gonna like. It is a sponsored video, but I think it's something definitely necessary for us out here in the car community, especially because we like to do donuts and just all kind of crazy stuff. So I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Y'all make sure y'all be safe in these streets, man. Until next time, peace.